Hey, I'm a hair maniac. This is the hair maniac leader, Harry Flynn here, and I'm here to bring you another video here today. And my video is today. I'm bringing you my favorite wrestler, the best wrestlers of 2021. And if you like this video, leave it a comment, subscribe, favorite, do all those things. And that's gone the list with number 14, the Rated R Superstar Edge. Now, some don't like Edge, some do. I thought he had a good year, really good year. Like, he won the Rumble from starting it. And plus, this will all be kayfabe. So when we're saying, what about Roman? He has top merch numbers. What about Kenny Omega? Top, blah, blah, blah. Not count here. What happened on TV? That matters. A little bit exact. Let's go. So Edge, it is like he won the Rumble. Then he had a great Mania main event with Edge, Bryan and Roman. Then he was Money in Bank. Then he lost to Roman again. Then at SummerSlam, he had that really good feud with Seth. And I was really debating about putting Seth on his list, but he really didn't do anything this year. So. And he had that really awesome Hell in a Cell match. And really cool, like I thought it was really cool, like it kind of showed me he can still go. So yeah, on with number 13, bro, with Matt Riddle is probably one of the funniest things in WWE right now. RK Bro is probably one of the best things in WWE right now. And plus, so this year he was feuding with the Hurt Business, and he won the United States title from Bobby Lashley. He had a good match with Sheamus at WrestleMania. Then he started his thing with Orton after Mania. Then at SummerSlam, then at Money in the Bank, he was in the ladder match, came close, but he lost to someone else. And then he won the World Tag Team titles with Orton against AJ and Omos, and they've been having entertainment segments, man. They're so funny. And what else? Yeah, like they've been really cool. I really like the one Riddle was dressed up like Orton, Next, Damien Priest. I thought he had a good, Damien Priest was good. Like, when he debuted in the Rumble, I'm going to see right now how many. Royal Rumble. Okay, Damien Priest had 4 eliminations in the Rumble. 1 was Kane, 2 was Miz and Morrison. What was the third one? He eliminated Elias. Okay. Then he teamed up with Bad Bunny against Miz and Morrison for Mania, and he got like a big win at Mania against a former WWE champion at WrestleMania. But that was pretty cool. Then he had like a really cool feud with the WWE champion, a former WWE champion Sheamus for the US title. And he ended up winning it. Then he's been having like US Open challenges, being the fighting champion, putting people over. I really like that. I kind of hope Dolph and Priest have a match at some point. But, yeah, so my next match on the card, my next entry is, I gotta read my own. Oh, Josh Alexander. I just gotta see one entry. He had a really impressive year. I think, people like MJF, he talks about pillars of AEW. Josh Alexander is like a pillar, I guess, of the future of pro wrestling. Okay. Okay. Josh Alexander was a Triple Crown champion within a year's time. Like he was tag team champion in October 2020. Then he won the the X Division title. Then he won the World Heavyweight title by cashing in Option C. Then immediately getting cashed in on by Moose. I hope he wins it back one day. Yeah, so I thought he's been a really good wrestler. He really deserves to be on this list. So next one. Wait, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready. No, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Wait. Is Mr. Always Ready Matt Cardona, aka the former known as Zack Ryder. Woo, woo, woo! You know it. So Zack Ryder, he became GCW champion. He became Deathmatch King this year. And now he's challenging for the NWA title, and he's also challenging for the Impact title. I really hope he wins both of them, honestly. So, yeah, I really thought he had a good year. He was honestly one of the best heels in wrestling right now. So, yeah. So, on to my next list is Nikki Ash. Now, I thought she had a good year. Because I know she was on TV until after Mania, but it was like, then she got rewarded by pitching a gimmick by her. She won Money in the Bank the next night, cashed in and beat probably the female Roman Reigns, Charlotte, for it. I know it was a month, but then she would end up winning the tag team titles with Rhea. And I know she just recently lost them, but I thought she really did have a good year this year. Yeah, so. Next one is Charlotte Flair at number 8. Charlotte Flair, I thought she was like a beast this year. She was like, oh, you're not going to put me on Mania? Fine. I'm going to win the title at least twice this year. Then she had good matches like with Nikki Ash and Ria at SummerSlam, Ria at Money in the Bank, and Becky at Survivor Series, all that. And I really did fun. She adopted like a I don't give a fuck attitude, which I really liked. So yeah, she's been really killing it. So yeah, Charlotte. Number 7 is Bobby Lashley, the Almighty. Bobby Lashley won. It had a really Bobby Lashley, the Raw where he has his title win. It had really overnight story. Like, oh, Miz keeps chickening out. Then he can't run away anymore. Then he gets rest in peace. But Bobby Lashley's been a dominant champion. If you don't ever see he was not little like he needed MVP's help in some of the year, but like Money in the Bank 2021 was fucking dominant. Then he dominated over Goldberg at SummerSlam. Then he had a good match, like 2 good matches with Goldberg. Then I really wish we had a Hurt Business versus New Day feud. So that would have been cool. Yeah, so let's see what else. So yeah. Let's see what else is on the list. Kenny Omega. So Kenny Omega, because he won like a lot of world titles, the AAA title, the Impact title, TNA title, and the AEW title. He had a very long reign with it. He beat a lot of people he beat Christian, he beat Moxley, he beat Orange Cassidy and Pac, and he beat lots of people for it. And I didn't put Hangman on this list because he didn't really had like a year. He only had like a great night, in my opinion. But yeah. My number 5 is Ria Ripley. Ria Ripley, she made her main roster debut in the Rumble. Technically, she did. And let's see how many Rumble eliminations she had. She had 7. Okay, that's very cool. Okay. She had 7 eliminations. Not gonna say everyone. Then she was in the final 2 of the Rumble. Then on her first night on Raw, she just straight up challenged Asuka to a match at WrestleMania for the title. Then she won it. Then she had her feud with Charlotte, which was really good. Then she would win tag titles. Nikki Ash, which was really good. So yeah, so I thought she had a really great year. And I see what 2022 will bring for Rhea Ripley. So, number 4, MJF. This guy, I believe, is the last true heel in the business right now. Because everyone hates him. And so he won the diamond thing like the 3rd time now. By the way, it's not a three-peat. A three-peat is repeating it for the 3rd time. So that means next year if he wins it, it would be a three-peat. And like he's been having great promos, like with CM Punk, like his Jericho feud, some parts, and like all that stuff. I gotta put MJF over here. So my number 3 is Roman Reigns. Boom, 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 boom. The bad dog. Okay. Like, yeah, he had a few good matches, He basically retained all his title defenses, and I put him down on the list because I was like, oh, he was like really, I think he's gotten stale. Like, now, I do not want to see him versus Brock Lesnar ever again. I don't care. It is so boring. I don't want to see it. Every Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns match goes like this. Finishes Superman punch, suplex, Superman punch. Brock gets Daisy. Then Roman will do the drive by. Blah blah blah. Then one of them will win. Then typical Roman Reigns match now is they do some Roman kind of dominates at first, then the said wrestler gets a comeback spot, then he's about gonna win. Then he has to fight off Usos, or if he's like a big threat, even Heyman. Then Roman Reigns wins with a spear and or the coquina or in that guillotine. So yeah. He's number 3. Number 2 is Bianca Belaire. She has had a great year. She is the best woman wrestler this year. So my thing would be she won the Royal Rumble from the number 3 spot, which was the earliest in the women's side of the Rumble. So don't say Ric Flair's done it. Ric Flair's done it, dumbass. It's like if it's women's. Okay. Bianca Belaire also won in the main event of WrestleMania against Sasha Banks. And what else? She won her first Hell in a Cell match against Bayley. Then she's been like a fighting champion. Like she even beat Carmella like a few times. Then she has those feuds with Becky, like she's been doing really good. And like that Crown Jewel match was really good. And like you had like Bianca lifting up Sasha with one hand. I know Sasha was carrying her like this, but it was like pretty damn impressive. And then she was sole survivor for Team Raw at Survivor Series. And she's continuing feuding with Doudrop or Piper Niven. Yeah, so she's number 2 on my list. My number 1 is Oh, don't you dare feel sour and feel the power. We all want to go big. Then say that. Ho, ho. Big E is my number one this year. Because he came in the year as Intercontinental Champion, as a fighting Intercontinental Champion. Came out of Mania, if not the title. Then he kept having some great matches. Then Money in the Bank, he would win the Money in the Bank contract from Seth. Like give him a big ending from the top of the ladder. Then he would catch it on Lashley on Raw. Then he would have like great title matches like with Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley. He had like an okay match for Roman, like an okay match. Yeah, so yeah, that's my list, guys. Sorry if it came late today. Tomorrow I'm going to see No Way Home, so that'll be cool. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, do all those things, and no spoilers, guys, or you guys are gonna be reported. So peace. I love you guys. Death on my hair, maniacs. I love you. Like, comment, subscribe, favorite, do all those things. I love you guys to death. Peace.